All right, here we go. The gun is hot, safety on at the sound of the buzzer. Let's rock and roll. Whew. Time 9:36, first shot, 0.84. And the heart's a beating. It's amazing how such little movement can get your heart going. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I just ran the first run of my evening practice session. Thought I would share this with you guys. I set this drill up yesterday for the first time, ran it 4 or 5 times, and I feel like it's very beneficial. As you can see, very simple, 3 barrels, 2 X steel targets. This is a very small setup that you should be able to set up at almost any range. The thing I like about this drill is the angles. As you can see, you're moving at a right angle, going to the first barrel, right to left, going to barrel 3, which is a very hard transition for a right-handed shooter, trying to keep that muzzle within the 180. And then the most awkward feeling position for me is coming back from barrel 3 back to home. Not only am I running backwards, kind of sidestepping, trying to keep that gun down range, keeping the muzzle within that 180. So anytime you do a drill that feels awkward, that generally means you haven't been practicing enough. And I've run a lot of practice drills, and to be honest with you, I thought I had most all of them covered. This one has kind of got me stumped a little bit, but I'll get there. Again, I ran it for the first time yesterday. So I wanted to share this with you guys. As you can see, 1 shot on each target, taking 2 to 3 steps per shot fired, which is roundabout where I like to stay, keep the practice most beneficial, or as beneficial as I possibly can, with minimum round count. Targets are close. This could be run with a handgun, shotgun, or 22 rifle. This is my competition rifle. This is the Grey Ghost Precision rifle that I won at the Trijicon Challenge. I have a 22 conversion kit in here, running Prime's Performance Plus semi-auto ammunition. This is very good ammunition for semi-auto. It has a real mild lubricant on the cases, makes those semi-autos run like a champ. So here's what we're going to do. I have 27 rounds in the mag. I have enough in the mag to run 3 rounds of this, 2 from each position. So I'm going to run 2 more positions from this barrel, and then I'm going to start at barrel 2, do the same thing, finish at 2, do it with 3, finish at 3. Ideally, the time should be consistent. I'm going to run about 80% speed, focusing on footwork and good hits on target. So enough talking. First run was 9:36. First shot was 0.84. That's a fast shot from Port Arms. Want to keep those shots under a second if you can. Here we go. String number 2. Whoop. Almost fell down. 998, so right about the same times. That's why you got to have Salomons, my friends. 998. Let's do it again. (902). That's the fastest run yet, and I did learn something on that run. My heart's racing. Here's what I learned on that run. I'm going to go ahead and clear the gun out. Gun is clear. What I done that time is, the biggest thing I done that time is moving from barrel 2 to 3. I didn't turn loose with my left hand. I just pulled the gun stock up so I could still move my arms, get that momentum, but I kept my hand on the forearm. Another thing I done is I really focused on my hits. At this barrel, I shot left to right. Typically, if you can, you want your muzzle, you want your last target you shoot to be moving in the direction that you're going. For example, this position, shoot target 1, target 2, we're going that way, muzzle is going toward the direction we're moving. Coming into this position, we're moving that way. So I'm going to shoot target 2, target 3, drive that muzzle to the position I'm going. This position, target 1, target 2, drive that muzzle to home plate. Let's reload, go to number 2. I'm going to try to keep this video a little shorter. I tend to want to do a lot of talking. Let me load up, we'll get back at it. Another thing I should mention, I could shoot this drill a little faster if I wanted to shoot on the move. I'm stopping for a reason. I'm trying to get better at coming into position and exploding out of position. So just wanted to throw that little note out there at you guys. Magazine's topped off. Gonna have to take the timer to barrel 2. This is where we'll start. Gun is loaded. Here we go. It fell fast. 842. That's our fastest one yet. Do it again. Missed. 860 with one miss. $856. That was run number 3. Reload. Shucks. First shot's in about 185, 186. Real good. Okay, here we go. $821. That was our fastest time yet. I might have stopped about a half a step short on this position. Not sure. Let's do it again. $857. One more again. Heart's pumping now, guys. $812. $812, first shot, 82 from Port Arms. Not too bad. Last run was an 812. I took a couple minutes, regained my breath back. I'm not out of shape. I think it's mostly the adrenaline you get going here. And I also think I hold my breath sometimes when I'm running these courses of fire, which is something I'm really trying not to do. With this mic on, I think I'll really be able to identify if I am or not. But back to what we're here focusing on, the shooting drill. It doesn't matter if you're in what competition you're in, any kind of action, pistol, 3-gun, USPSA, IDPA, maybe even combat. Just pulling the gun out and putting rounds on target is less than half the battle. The difference in winning and losing is the movement. How fast can you move from point A to point B to get the next target? You're not going to gain very many seconds by getting a faster split or a faster transition from one target to the next from a stationary position. Where you're going to gain your seconds is getting your footwork down, being able to kick off, explode out of position, come in hot to the second position, stop quickly, mount the gun where you need it, bang bang, explode to the next. And the way you get good at that is practice, practice, practice. Typically, kind of a rule of thumb that I like to go by is take 2 to 3 steps per shot. So in this case, we're firing 2 shots, we're taking about 5, maybe 6 steps, stutter steps, running fast, and then picking up 2 more, doing the same awkward movements. As you guys could see there, every time I train, I like to learn something. And on my 3rd run during this drill, I learned something. First run, I kept my hand on the gun, but it felt awkward. Second run, I took my hand off the gun, and it still felt awkward from 2 to 3. Third run, I left it on the gun, brought the stock up where I could get the momentum going, and it just clicked. Boom, that's how you need to do it. And I instantly was faster. Again, this is the first time doing this course of fire, but I ran this 9 times and I learned something. The thing I'm trying to get across to you guys is once you get basic gun handling skills down, you're safe with your gun, you can pull it out of the holster and shoot fairly decent slow fire groups at 20-25 yards. Then you need to start working on your footwork. The first time I classified in USPSA, I classified as a master in production, and the reason why is every classifier was standing, shooting with a reload. That's something I had practiced a million times, and I could do it with pretty much the best of them. But once I got out on a long course of fire, a 32 round stage, they were killing me, the actual master, grandmaster class shooters. And the reason was the classifiers, you're standing. The real deal stages, you're moving. Moving is something that I had never practiced. Now, people tell you that it'll just come to you with time, keep shooting matches, and it'll come to you, and that is true, but I feel like you're going to get there 100 times faster if you incorporate something like this in your training, and you have to do it multiple times per week. Keep the round count to a minimum. We shot, I had 100 rounds on the table, and looks like there's probably 20 or so still left, so less than 100 rounds of 22. And look at how many steps I took going around this thing 9 times and what I learned. I guarantee you guys going forward, every time I'm in a stage and I'm transitioning from a right to a left, I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this. And you guys just witnessed me learning that right up there on the front, and it instantly made my times faster. So again, this is a simple course that you can set up almost anywhere. You can rearrange these barrels around, spread them out, move the targets out. There's lots of options you can do here in a very small space. A lot of people say they don't have enough room to run some of these drills like I set up in the yard. Maybe have 10 or 15 targets through the length of the yard here. You don't have to have all that space. Something like this may be even more beneficial because you're not just moving one direction, you're moving 1, 2, 3 directions. So let me know if you guys enjoy this video. Training is something I do all the time, and I could be putting out a whole lot of these videos if you guys enjoy them. So go out and try this drill. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching. Sorry for rambling on so long, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all have a good one.